Hello, so it's a freezing February and we're here outside, thankfully it's dry, with Paul Lariat. So Paul, tell us what you do and why we're here.
Okay, I'm an assistant project manager with Strategic Estates, and one of my projects is to form a new Play for Life garden. This is for children and families who are in the hospital for treatment. So the concept of the garden was to zone it so that there's opportunities for play, there's opportunities for creative play as well, which is anything which is outside equipment itself, but also for the families and the children to get together, to picnic, to kind of just relax during treatment and that type of thing. So, either for 5 minutes during treatment or half an hour, that type of thing. We've got a fantastic space at the moment. It's about 12 metres by 25, which seems to be quite small, but it is 250 square metres, and we can do quite a lot with that. We've got an old pergola or a pagoda on the side, which has provided us a bit of an opportunity on this side as well. So, we're going to make use of the structure here. There's going to be fencing along the sides. We think it's going to be quite good.
And how exciting, Paul, for children to have somewhere to go that's away from the hustle and bustle of clinical life that has to be noisy and quite regimented.
Indeed, that is one of the problems with the hospital, which is that the children sometimes find it a bit too much when they're in hospital. And part of the consultation we had was that we needed to provide somewhere where they could actually go, where they were outside of that structured environment, and something they could actually recognise as more of their own as well. We're actually taking some of the best features of the previous garden, and we're going to utilise that from here as well. So the concepts from that garden, as well as the consultation that we did over December with staff as well.
So from here, the garden really benefits from some borrowed landscape. So those trees actually aren't even on our land, but by sitting here, you've got the beautiful trees that you're looking at. It's full of birds, it's full of wildlife, and that's just free. That's just here. We haven't done anything. The actual garden itself will be the entrance will be across there. There will be paths winding around to the zoned areas, with the central part will be a covered seated area so that people can sit there in the sun or in bad weather. We'll have the roundabout, which is disabled access. We have the eagle nest swing, which should be here. There'll be a willow den over there. There'll be a coffee catch-up type of nice place to sit where that gets most of the sun over there. We hope to have an insect hotel as well there. And behind us, which is slightly shady, we'll have a trim trail. We'll have shade-loving plants there, so it'll be more hellebores, ferns and ivies. And in the sunny areas, we're going to have lots and lots of raised beds, which will be next to the benches with plants with texture. So it'd be grasses, colour, obviously we can get some really beautiful colours in, fragrance of all our lavenders, sages, rosemaries, all of those sorts of flowers, which would be great pollinators as well, and very interesting for people to sit and look at.
Isn't it? It's so incredible. So much detail, thank you. The insect hotel, that sounds amazing.
The one that I particularly like is a really lovely one. It's actually really designed for children, so it's very child friendly. It hasn't got any rough edges, and it's got quite a lot of interesting activities that the children can do around the insect hotel as well. So it's sort of, it's not just sitting there, it's actually things that they can look at and then look up and see if they've spotted.
So this garden, there's really going to be something for every child.
We believe so, yes. We've got the quieter areas behind us, which will be a bit shady. Imagine a sort of teenager, maybe on the phone, just sort of sitting back a bit. There'll be a nice sunny area with parents can sit with younger children. There'll be the roundabouts and the swing, and even where we've got the pergola there, there'll be people. You can go in and out of that area.
And such an incredible break in therapy from day-to-day clinical life.
Absolutely. I think you'll come here and, as I say, you've got the borrowed landscape, you've got birds, you've got wildlife. You'll feel a million miles away from the hospital, definitely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Isni, to you and Paul, and to everybody who's been a part of this amazing project.
We're so excited. We just can't wait for it to be open.